Well, welcome. Another live stream from the studio. And today, what can we do? All these tattoos that you do when you're learning and you're on skin and you think, yeah, no problem, off we go, this, that and other. Later on down the line, as you progress and shall we say, get better, and you look back at these tattoos, it's I need to get them sorted. I'm just wondering, guys, am I actually live? Am I up and running? I'm not right sure here. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm. So what do we do? As we get on, what shall we do? Do we cover it up? Sometimes the answer is yes. It can be done. Sometimes the answer is no. It's just not possible to cover what is there, and especially if you're talking, let's say, old school, and people have got a lot of tribal or a lot of colour. You let them go in, people say to you, well, you're going to have some laser sessions. So here we go today. This is what I'm actually going to do, and I don't know why. I'm actually going to do a live laser session. I'm going to pull my wife in, who's the laser technician, and I'm sure she's going to enjoy this. And like I said, that's my boss, that's my gaffer. She's there, she's sat outside of me. And like we said, there's no point in me saying I'm the gaffer, because at the end of the day, we all know the wife is.
The real boss.
The real boss, as she likes to be called. So what I've got today is I've got two machines behind me. Quite simple. They both do the same. They're both what they call Q-switch machines. Just that one is a ND YAG nanosecond machine, and the other one is a picosecond machine. And I don't know whether I can actually. So this one here is, shall we say, is the gentler one. It's ND YAG Q-switched, fires at nanosecond, a little bit gentler on the skin, a little bit, shall we say, the healing time is a lot less, and it's a lot less aggressive on your tattoo. This one here, as you can see, and the wife in the background, is our picosecond machine. Basically, same as that one, but fires the laser at twice the speed and shatters the particles of ink. A lot smaller, therefore, in theory, supposed to get it away and get it out of your bloodstream and get your blood to pick it up and get shut of it a lot quicker. The thing is with that one, the healing time after you've done with it is a lot longer. You can get more blistering, more effects, this, that, and other, and that. But they say it's supposed to be quicker. It is definitely supposed to be quicker to fade them, whether you want in a fade down for a cover up, or whether you want it gone completely. But no laser technician can say that they can definitively get rid of your tattoo 100%. You could have a tattoo this size, get rid of 99.9% of it, and have 3 dots left on it that won't go. Smoke, what's the price tag on one of those machines? Which one, Smoke? Because they've both got different prices. We are both sourced from different places, straight from the manufacturers. This one behind me was about $3,000. This one, the softer one, was probably about $3,000. The other one, depending on where you buy it from, they can source out at anywhere between $2,000 and $4,000. I think, did we pay around about $3,000 for that one? Yeah, paid about $3,000 for that one as well. So both machines, $6,000. They do need servicing. They both are cooled by deionized water. The water needs changing every 4 to 8 weeks type thing. They have different heads that you can put on them. Both have different heads that you can put on them, and these effectively treat different colours. And today, because mine's black, we'll be using what they call, and I don't know if you can see it, it's a 1064, because it's all black. That predominantly does your darker colours. 532s does, which is a green laser, that does reds, pinks, this sort of colour. Now, the first machine, the one that's gentler, doesn't have a head and doesn't treat, shall we say, blues very well. But the Pico laser is supposed to treat blues because that comes with a 755 head. You know, and that should be able to treat blues, and that's sort of like spectrum purples, that sort of like spectrum greens. There is not one laser out there that, shall we say, is rated, specifically rated for yellows and whites. You've just got to try and kind of figure it out as you go along. White inks, you have to be a little bit careful with, because some of them contain titanium dioxide and they can turn brown. Once they turn brown, shit and bust, to be fair. But anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pull in. I've got another camera on here. I'm going to pull this camera on. I'll show you what we're going to be lasering, and then I'll switch it off, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cool it down before we start lasering. So let me bring this onto here, and we can see on my leg. Let me move. Let me get it in camera. That's what's going to come off. And basically, guys, as you can see, this section, and this section has had one laser treatment. And that laser treatment was 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago. And it's faded down from this down to this in 2.5 years. Today, what we're going to do is going to concentrate on these sections here, the darker sections. That way, then you can see how quick it's going to be, the effects. My face, as I've got to endure this, because I did say I would endure it. No laughing in the comments. I've already shaved the area, got that out of the way. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cool it down. There's a few different ways you can get chillers, blow. We use an ice pack, just lay it on, and just chill it down for a bit, and just takes the edge off. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it takes the edge off, because people describe it different, but I liken it to your very first shot is your worst because you want to pull away. It's if you've ever been to a car door handle, and you've got that blast of static electricity, that's what I think the first shot is like. From there on in, it's really quick, and it feels like somebody is flicking you with a tiny little piece of elastic band, basically. And the more you can endure without stopping, the easier it is. But what we're going to do is we're going to take you through. I'm going to ice it down. We'll take you through. Well, wife will take. I'll take you through, but wife's going to laser it off. Then she's going to apply the gel and dress it, and then we can come back. We can talk about it and everything. But like I say, when you do these tattoos and you think, oh yeah, they're great, later on down in line, and you're looking at them, or you've done them on people for free and they go away, and later on down the line they're like, yeah, screwed up there, and they want it covered in and they want it sorting, and it can't be. And your tattoo artist says you need some laser sessions. This is what they're going to endure, and basically what the person that's tattooed them has put them through. So at this point now, what I'll do is I'm just going to ice pack my leg, and that's all. Put that on there, and we'll leave that I'm just going to leave that on there for a little bit.
Don't take it straight.
And like I said, let it get nice and cold. Fingers crossed it goes numb. Well, that's icing down. I don't know if anybody's got any questions regarding laser, questions regarding tattoos, or anything. If you do, pop them in chat. I can sit here and answer them, because I am definitely getting this thing iced down before I get zapped. And but like I said, and I know I'm going on like this, but it is really, really quick. But what you've also got to remember is they'll come and have a tattoo off you in one session and get it done in one session. But this laser removal is not a one session wonder. You've had stuff go in 2 sessions, haven't you?
Yeah.
And there's stuff that's still taking 22 sessions to get shut off or get faded down. So there's no rhyme or reason. If you're physically active, the closer it is to the art, things like that all play a role. It all basically relies on blood flow once we've broken the ink up, and like I say, drink plenty of water. And Arculator, thank you very much. Yes, I'm on my own channel. I'm getting zapped for laser removal. But yeah, drink plenty of water, active, all things like that, all great. And there's just so many variable factors that when you go to have one of these removed or faded down, no tattoo removal laser technician can say it's going to be 3 sessions, it's going to be 5 sessions, or whatever. It's physically impossible. There's too many variables. So, and it all depends on the colour. We find, and I know they say that colour shouldn't matter, but we find the better results for black and that. So, Rob, I'm working with electric today, being zapped a few times. Yep. Now, just imagine getting zapped that many times, and when we've done, wife will inform me how many shots of laser it's taken to do this, and I will guarantee you it's in the thousands. It's in the thousands of micro shots across my leg to get this done. I mean, I don't know whether you want to set your machine up while I'm talking crap on here and get ready, because my leg's going numb. But like I say, no laughing, not funny. This is what you're going through if you want to get a cover up, have stuff removed, regret that tattoo that a tattoo artist cannot cover up or says to you needs fading down ready for the cover up. Did you do the tattoo yourself or a shop back in the day? No smoke. My wife has actually done that tattoo, and do you know something? I'm going to tell you, she'd never ever been in skin before. She'd had one crappy little practice on fake skin, and I just went, do it, go in fake skin. And I'll be honest with you, and I know we've lasered it and we've done this to it, I actually don't mind the tattoo, and I know it's not the best, but just because
You've never
my wife,
finish it.
I know, but just because the wife did it, I did it. Rob, can you use numbing cream? Yes, you can, Rob. It does take the edge off. It doesn't completely get rid of it. It does take the edge off. Just like tattooing, and it works for a while. Again, if you're putting the numbing cream on, put it on, hour and a half, probably about an hour and a half before you come, and then leave it wrapped up, same as you would for a tattoo. Wrap it up in cling film. We'll take it all off. Laser technician will take it all off, clean you all down, get your skin prepped, shaved, cleaned, everything, cooled down, ready to go. Are you ready?
Are you cold?
Well, I'm cold, mate. Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, guys, no laughing. If you're having laser done, you've got to wear these bad boys, just so there's no rebound or the light off the laser. Well, it doesn't hit you in the eyes because it will blind you. This bloody laser will fire something like 300 foot in a straight line and take the fur off a gnat's arse at 300 foot. Smoke, that's great. I didn't know your wife knew how to tattoo as well. Super cool. No, neither did she, Smoke, neither did I. She was bored. She still doesn't. She was just bored one day. She was practicing on fake skin, but so impatient. You know what women are like. They are so impatient.
Do you know, I'm going to actually take this off you in a minute, so keep going.
Shut up.
Shall we put the settings up?
Shut up. As long as you've got that on super fast and don't have it on super slow, and get round my leg, I am not bothered. Right, let's take this off.
Dry the area first.
Yeah. Oh shit! I've frozen myself.
You can't go yet.
I can't go. Got to let it think. Oh my god! I've got ice burns.
Do we do it?
What I did? I've just given myself frostbite. It's not a thing. My actual skin's frozen. What a nugget. Or is it water?
It's not. It's frozen. It's there.
Yeah. So I'll have to talk a little bit longer because I've actually left the cooler on too long and froze my skin. Well, that's going to make a mess, isn't it? Without a doubt.
I shouldn't feel much.
But so, like I say, look at that.
If that happens, just warm the skin back up.
Just warm it back up. Just wait a little bit, just for it to.
Don't feel hard.
Yeah. Oh, I guess you've had it like that before then.
Yeah, when you're chatting.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's yeah. Don't get my hand on it. Warm it up.
Don't warm it up too much.
Don't warm it up too much. It's all right. These are all in suspense. They're all here. All 11 viewers. Like I say, while you're here, at least give my video a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, or what? Because I must be insane doing this for you lot.
Live.
Live. No crying. I'm sorry, but you won't see me crying anyway, Smoke, because that's why these aren't really for laser. These are so that you can't see me crying. But that's it. Oh, right, I'll check that. Yep. I don't want to look at it. It's like getting an injection. I don't want to look at it. So what are you going to do this on then?
Just on a 50.
You just on lowest power?
Yeah.
Lowest power going up, Pico.
On a 2 speed.
Shut up on a 2.
Maybe an 8.
Lowest power setting because there's plenty of black ink there to go at. And you, with this machine, and I don't know whether you can see it, there will be a red dot
there
that you can follow so it marks where you're going. Look like X-Men in them glasses, Andy. Yeah, I won't look like X-Men in a minute when she starts. So are you ready to go?
I'm ready when you are.
Right, go. Because I can't believe what I am. Yep, go.
Sure.
Yep, go. Wow. Wow. This, to tell you that icing works, we're talking crap. I'm going to sign into another account and like the stream, do it again. Like the stream again, do it, Smoke. I can't believe. For me to do this again, live. Wow. That's nippy on inside the leg.
I think you should follow up.
For me to do this again live, I'd need about 300 likes on this video. Aren't you later? It hurts to look at. Aren't you later? Believe me. It's just like getting flicked by an elastic band. Put a little bit on. Like I say, it's quick. Bradley, that shit sounds rough. Yes, it sounds rougher than what it is. But just remember, this is what you do. You tattoo somebody and they don't like it, and they decide that they want it off. This is what they're going to have to go through to get it off. And that it's what we got. Look like X-Men in them glasses. Oh, we've done that one. Don't like being flicked with an elastic band. Neither do I, Smoke. But unfortunately, I did fess up, and I did say on the Sunday night live on Dave's channel that I would do it. I need to do that on one of my tattoos out you later. Yeah, can you not cover it? No, it's
the longer you go on, the less painful it becomes.
Like she says, the longer she's running at it now, it becomes, you get used to it. It becomes more bearable, and that. So, but like I said, let's say leave that on one of my tattoos. That's not a problem. Is it on one of your tattoos to get rid of it? Is it on one of your tattoos to fade it down because for covered up? Because obviously you're not going to need as many treatments if you're wanting a covered up and you just want to lighten it. How many times do you reckon it takes to get rid of tattoos like yours? It will all depend, because I'm not super active. Now, these sections, like we said here, they've only had one treatment on the less brutal laser, and that was about 2.5 years ago, and they was the same colour as the area that we're treating now. But the thing is, the more treatments you have, and you can only have, is it 6 or 8 weeks apart?
I say 8 weeks.
8 weeks apart. The more treatments you have, basically, all we're doing is breaking that into smaller and smaller particles quicker, so that your bloodstream can get them away. And that's why it does keep on working for a while. When you've had a treatment, yeah, that's a bit nippy around there. You like her hand technique? Yeah.
This bit won't frost as much because it's been lasered before.
Yeah. So that bit won't frost as much as it's been, because it's been done before. Yeah, it's a bit nippy on side of the leg. On top of the leg, up face of the leg, where I give myself frostbite, wasn't so bad. I wouldn't be able to afford it more often than that anyway. It's not as bad as what you think. I mean, let's be right, how much would you charge per sitting for that?
About £40.
£40. It's £40 a sitting for that, every 8 weeks apart. So it's, do your maths, £40, that's a £5 a week to do that.
You were wrong. 921.
Right, so I was wrong, it wasn't in the 1,000, it was 921 shots.
Yep, but you'd been in 2,000 and odd with the machine.
Yeah, but with the other machine, what she's just saying, with the other machine that's a lot more gentle, the amount of shots would have been nearly 2,000 with that. You can take these off now.
Yeah.
So, all done. That's it. She's going to just do some aftercare on it. At you later. And what's that? Oh, I want to wear. No, some places charge you extortionate. I'll be honest with you. We've got a lot of places by us that would charge you 70, 80, 90 pound a sitting for that. And we don't need to. And we're all trained in doing it, and we're all British Medical Laser Association qualified to do it. Now, we do. You all? Yeah. So, but my wife, she keeps the prices down. That's it. So, like I say, she charged £40 for that. Our prices start from, is it finger tattoos start from 20? You know, if you got some on your finger or a small this time, and that to get it done, it works up to, is it £80 your max? Something like that for an hour. Yeah, £80 a sitting maximum for an hour. So only do like an hour's worth. But like I said, that's
that bit and that bit aren't frosted as well because that's been treated before.
Yeah. So what she's going to, we covered it. Everybody gets covered with a low adherent, non-adherent dressing and 100% aloe vera. We basically say do not cover this affected area with anything other than 100% aloe vera, which keeps your skin cool, helps prevent from any blistering, because you can get blistering, you can get blood spotting, keeps your skin cool, keeps the blistering down, and this stays on for 24 to 48 hours. Does this, then after that you're fine, and then just keep putting your aloe vera on anytime in between. Anytime in between, if you're feeling uncomfortable, feeling a bit warm, and that's so you're going to put. Yeah, so like I say, you need to put. You can't really see it, but she's got Can you see on that one? Plenty of aloe vera. I mean, there's a right mound on that, guys.
It's natural cooling.
It's natural coolant. It's great. And it's, as soon as she puts it on like that, that's it. It's instant. So there's no pain when she's finished. It just feels a little bit tight. But as soon as she's put that on, that's it. It's, everything's gone away. Literally. I've got no sensation left from the session or anything. Chris, Andy's as tough as nails.
No, he's not. It's crying really.
No, it's only because I'm on camera, mate, and that you won't believe how much I'm sweating. No, it's not that bad, Chris. Like I said, I just did say that I would do it, and I know we get on, oh, go on fake skin, do it on fake skin, and this is another reason why. People might be happy, you might be happy, but later on down the line, stuff changes, even styles change. And it was all tribal and stuff like that. Now it's more art-based, and they want something different. They want it covering up. Is there anything else besides aloe vera I'm allergic to? There will be. We would have to look into it for you. But the other thing would be you can use bio oil or burn gel, can't you?
Yeah.
You can use bio oil or even a burn gel, burns pack.
Anything that cools the skin.
Anything that cools the skin. That's basically not full of chemicals. And that. So, and that's it. That's the finished thing.
You only tape up.
I will just, you don't tape it all up because you notice there's a couple of little gaps. You just need a little bit of breathing space around it. It's so that's it, loosely done. You keep it on there 24, 48 hours. That's you sitting over and done with.
If it starts to feel hot again, you cool it down.
Yeah, you go away. That's it, 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. Some people wait longer. Some people wait 12 weeks for anyone to come back. And that's entirely up to you. We just can't do it any closer than 8 weeks. You just need to have that time. But there it is. I can't believe I've actually endured this for you. But that's a live laser session. I will follow up on it I'll probably follow up on it in a couple of weeks. Whether I do a video or whether I just take some pictures and I post it in community showing you, I don't know. But I will follow up on this and what it looks like in probably, I don't know, let's say 4 weeks. Then we can do 12 weeks, and then
We can
maybe
laser
even
it again.
can laser it again, I suppose. If you guys want me to do another session on it, I can show you it again and actually taking it down and just put them in and do shorter videos over the course of it, and then you can see it breaking down and what it all boils down to, and you see the difference. And I'll try and work out, we can put pictures up of befores and afters, you know, so like this sitting, before this sitting, and then like before we start the next sitting, you can see what it was at the beginning of the last sitting to what it is this sitting, and you can actually see the natural fading down of the tattoo and the tattoo process. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my leg, because you don't want to see my leg on camera anymore. The job is done.
Need that on.
No, that can be turned off. Oh, can I hide that one on screen? So I'll put you back on my ugly mug. I do apologise for the bloody sun coming through the window. Would you credit it? The day I want to do this happens to be the brightest day, and that. But other than that, have you guys got any questions about tattoo removal or any questions in general, tattooing or anything? I need a drink now, and not a sniff one. I just want a drink. Oh, that's better. My mouth's a bit dry. But other than that, like I say, I don't know what you guys are up to. I do appreciate that it's a bit of a weird time. work. And, might as well get it over and done with. What needle groupings were you using on your last tattoo, Andy? Which one was that? The flowers, Chris, that I did on the girl's fat thigh? Is that the one that you're on about? That was informative. I'll go back and see the live from the start. Yeah, go back and watch it from live. And any other questions, you can either ask them and put them in the comments below, or what I would say is go and my channel, there's my Facebook link, there's my Instagram link. What I would say is that if you're gonna message me, can you please do me a favor, message me on Instagram, just that my Facebook page is work and work only. And I would seriously appreciate that. Chris, I think, yes sir, right, I was using mass needles. That was all done with a 5-round liner standard. I didn't go above a 5-round liner standard. Then it was done, the only other 2 needles I had out then was a 7 curved mag bug pin and a 15 curved bug pin. That's all I did. I had 3 needles out. Oh no, tell a lie. Right at the end, when I put some white highlights in, I bust out a clean 7-round liner, Chris, and that's it. There were 4 needles. As you can see, there's no real black line work in it. It's all colour. Totally enjoyed that one. Hey Andy, I got a question. Any black ink you prefer? I know dynamic, but it's illegal here in the Netherlands, so I'm using Kurisumi. But any other, it's illegal in the Raymond. It's illegal in the Netherlands. Is that because of the change in the EU REACH compliant laws? That one, or is it for another reason? Before I answer that question, if you could put it in the chat, let me know. I'll just tell you as for why. Kurisumi, don't like Kurisumi. It's too thin. It's like water. Never liked it. There's a couple of other inks that, well, you could try. I haven't really tried them. The other one were just like Intense, and I've tried Intense Super Black. Don't like it's like tarmac. But I've always really stuck. So dynamic. Now, Kevin, I appreciate it. Great video. Thank you. I do appreciate the thumbs up, and I appreciate you being here to see me in pain. But like I say, Raymond, stick it in. Yeah, it's class. Yes, it is. It's classified now as drawing ink because of the ingredients. And yes, Kurisumi is thin. Yes, I was just going to say to you, Panthera, people seem to be using that. Just that is all the dynamic black classed as drawing ink. And I was telling you for why, because if it is because of the EU REACH compliance laws, dynamic ink have brought out a dynamic black that's in correspondence with the new EU laws, and I'm sure it's called Dynamics Union Black, and that's in line with the new EU REACH compliant laws. I don't know whether that's something that you can look into, whether it's something that you would be able to use, but that's their new ink that brings it all round in line with them new laws. Chris Burkers, how would you firm world's famous blackout? World famous ink. Yeah, I do like world famous ink, Chris. But I do like their colours, I'll be honest. You know, you can clump about. I do like their colours. And I've started leaning towards them. I am going to be trying out some new ones. Is it Industry Inks and Raw Pigment? I will be trying them out. So, because it's just getting harder and harder to find the stocks of Intens and Eternals. A lot of suppliers seem to be cutting their range and variety down over here. And I've spoke to a few of them on phone, and they're all like going, yeah, well, we're trying these industry and raw pigments. So that's another couple of, and to be honest, Raymond, that's another couple to look at. Try looking at industry, try looking at raw, see whether they do a line in black and whether they do something that's EU REACH compliant, because I don't understand that that's where you've got to be now. What's the difference between the inks and pigments in the bottle? I am not 100% sure. I'm sure it was something to do with isopropyl alcohol content. Why a lot of inks got, shall we say, banned in the EU. But there again, there's still, and I'm right, and Raymond might be able to put me correct here because he's over there. I think you can still use isopropyl alcohol for cleaning the skin and disinfecting. You just can't have the inks with isopropyl alcohol in them, which is the carrying and thinning ingredient. So they got, basically, I think they got scrapped overnight. And now all the ink manufacturers ended up overnight scrambling to make new EU REACH compliant inks. And I'm sure it's something like that or along that line. I would be lying if I said I 100% knew. Yes, you're right. Oh, wow, thank God. I won't talk in total crap then on here. And I know Raymond, thank you for that. I thought I'd read it somewhere. And I thought it had been to do with the isopropyl alcohol. And obviously, I don't know about you, are you later? Because I don't know, are you in Northern Ireland, Southern Ireland? Are you in EU? Are you out at EU? It's weird. It's weird with Ireland, whether they're in, they're out. I just don't know, because I just know that us over here in the UK, we're out, and we can keep on using standard, what I class as standard inks. So I didn't have to come in overnight. Yes, still UK, Northern Ireland. So you're okay using normal inks, same as the rest of us then. I just didn't know whether you'd had that spun into you, and you'd have to sort out all your ink pigment. I would like to ask, I don't know how the stream's been. I don't know, because I'm in the studio and I know the internet's not as great in here. We have turned everything off for everything that's connected to internet in here. We did turn it off so we could do this live. So I hope it's come out a lot better than, shall I say, my last one that I did last week in here. And I hope it's come across. I hope it's come across okay. Just heard about pigments, that they're harder to work with. I just didn't know what's the difference. I've heard people saying, I've heard mixed comments about EU REACH compliant inks, people saying they're harder to work with, they don't go in easy. Some people have said no difference. So I can't comment, I've never used them. I've never used the EU REACH compliant inks. So I mean, Raymond, I don't know if you could enlighten us. Have you found them easier to use, harder to use? Is there a difference? Just pop it in chat for us. I'd love to know. Pretty good, no lagging on my end. Cheers, Rob. I appreciate that. Just that we tried to make it a little bit smoother for you. Raymond, they are expensive. Yes, I believe that they're nearly twice the price of what the old inks were. Not 100% sure. I have realised, and I have looked at some of them, and I know particularly the dynamic black and 8-ounce bottle. I think we're paying something like £12, £13 for it. So what's that? $15 or $16, $17 in comparison to the Union Jack Black, which I think is about £24, £29, which is probably going to be $36, $38. So there is a big difference there. But I would definitely check that out, and definitely check that Union Blackout, Raymond. I am pretty sure it's been created to take over from the old ink in the EU market. But like I said, I'm not 100% sure at all. But like I say, you'd be able to jump on to any supplier, and if they've got it, just have a quick read up, Google it. I'm sure you'll find the answers that you're looking for in there somewhere. It's so expensive, Chris. It's so expensive, it's robbery over here. What, where you are, Chris? What the inks, the price of the inks? I think I'm badly done to when I'm paying, what, $12 for a 1 ounce bottle of coloured ink. But when I listen to you guys, I think you've definitely got it a bit more expensive and a little bit rougher than what we've got. Same with needles and cartridges. I know some of you are paying horrendous prices for them, and that I use thousands. I use hundreds, I use thousands through shop, so I had to lose equivalents. And as you all know, I use the Mass Pro cartridges. Never had a problem. Out of the thousands that I've used, I've had a handful that have gone bad for one reason. Not that I've failed, just that I've either not liked the flow of the ink, or I've not quite like how the needle grouping sat, but they've not actually failed. So I've binned them. And if anybody wants to try them, you can order them in small amounts. You can order a mixed variety box, or you can order loads. I do have a link below to the website that I use, and I ship them in off. They've been really good to me. They're really quick. And there's also a coupon that you can get 10% discount off. And why wouldn't you? Quite simply, you might as well have that money in your pocket. It's down below. And I do know that Dave, he has one on his channel as well. He has a link to them cartridges and everything. So either mine or his, whichever you want to save, you send a few quid, a few bucks, use it. Over here, what's Chris put? Over there, as in where they have to be compliant. They have to compliant inks. I'm in Canada, bro. Things aren't too bad price-wise here. All right, so your price-wise over in Canada's not too bad, Chris. But yeah, over in EU, they've really had it handed to them. By the look of it, for price of inks. Like I say, it all got scrapped. Ink manufacturers made ink, and basically, yeah, they've shoved it to all tattoo artists. They've put the price of the inks way up. And I was so glad that I didn't have to restock all my inks. Restock all my inks overnight, because you'd have been talking $1,000 easy to restock your inks overnight. And it's just not what somebody wants. They just don't need that kicking balls, do they, overnight? But other than that, I mean, generally, I mean, how's things going, guys? What you up to? What you been doing? What else you want me to talk about? Just while I'm in studio, if you want to see how, I can go get it. I can get it to hand, and this, that, and other. It's entirely up to you. Pop your questions downside. You are doing. I appreciate it. Keeps me going. I don't feel like that I'm actually talking to myself on a camera. But at the end of the day, I just thought I'd show you. I just thought I'd come on, show you a bit of tattoo removal and what it entails. But other than that, I pretty much keep this one. I was going to keep it short and sweet. We've been here now, what, 45 minutes. I can run for a few more minutes. Then, unfortunately, I will have to get packed down, because we do have clients coming in later on today. How well? Mara Brawley. How is it? Mara? Is it Mara Brawley? I might have spelled your name, pronounced your name wrong. If I do apologise. How well do you think white inks goes into fake skin? I do not think it goes into fake skin well at all. Me personally, I would say that don't waste your time trying to put it into fake skin for white highlights. Just remember in your own mind where you would put them, and just learn from that. If I was going to put them into fake skin, I would definitely slow my needle down, make sure I've got a clean needle and put it in. But I just don't think you're actually going to see the white come into the fake skin for highlights like you would in real skin. It's just something that I've never, me personally, I've never recommended anybody to do. Use white on fake skin. It's just pointless. It's not. There's not enough contrast between it. It doesn't seem to go in well enough. And like I say, you're just wasting your time. Just remember where you would put them highlights, and just learn that way. But other than that, just stay with it and just make sure you leave. Just make sure you leave open skin, negative space within that tattoo where you, on the fake skin where you would put a highlight, and let that use it as the highlight. And that's what I would say to you. Smoke. I tried packing white ink into fake, and it blows. Yeah, it does. You're just wasting your time, bro. Honestly, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your ink. I just wouldn't bother. It's just one of them things. Waste of white ink, in my opinion, Raymond says, on fake skin. Yes, I agree. My sentiments entirely. I've never really got it to work properly. Never got it to look right. So just leave open skin where it is. Just leave open skin. Let that work as your highlight. And as like we say, just basically remember that, yeah, that's a bit of open skin. When you do one actual on human skin, that I would have put a little bit of white in there. But honestly, don't waste your time. Don't waste your ink. Don't waste your needles. Don't bother on fake skin. And that's my advice on that one. But like I said, all's good. Any more questions? Anything else? Unfortunately, I'm not going back under laser, so you can sod off. That one's not working. But like I say, anything you do on maybe tattoo related or tattoo removal related, or you may try on a Tuesday. I can't promise that I go every Tuesday. Try to do something in the studio, a little bit of something in the studio if we're not busy. But any topics you want to see out of studio, you can leave comments below, and I will look at them. I will answer them, or I'll try to answer them. And it's something, if we can, we'll address. Thursday nights we have tattoo critique night with my good friend Dave at something, and it's you want to send your work in at any time to that, you'll send it to this email below, critiquemytattoo@gmail.com. You can send it in. Tune in Thursday night, and I think it's Thursday night with me and Dave. I've said that we'll go live this week. We'll pull your work up, we'll critique it, and try to help you out best we can. But that's the email address, critiquemytattoo@gmail.com. If you want to send it at any time. It's not when we go live, but you can send it at any time to that one to have your work looked at. The only time we will change it, I would say, is probably if we do start getting too many emails, and then we'll bring it back to on the night, but at the minute we're okay. So like I said, that's just something that you can do if you want, and then just like I said, subscribe, tune in, ring that notification bell, we'll get going. And Sunday night, then we'll be over on Dave's channel, which is Art Something, and there'll be another topic of live questions and answers, and topic of what you're either going to need for tattooing or styles of tattooing. I don't know what the topic Dave's come up with, and then after that we'll go on general questions, general answers, and things like that over on Dave's channel, which is usually around about, I think it's around about 5:30 Dave's time, Eastern Standard, which is at this minute in time probably around about 9:30 UK time, GMT time. Raymond, any opinions about ink for eco tank printers? I know it's very expensive. and they're already cheaper options, or will they break your in? Right. I had a little bit of a conversation about this over on Dave's channel, Raymond, on Sunday. And me personally, my Eco Tank printer, and I use it every day. I love it. They're not very good for stenciling on fake skin, but on human skin, I love it. I use it every day. I only run inkjet stenciling through it. It's all it's ever had through it. I like it. I like how it prints, and I know it's expensive. Why is it something like $200 for a 4-ounce bottle? You get I think it's about 4,000 copies out of it. But I like it. I've never had a problem. That's all my machines gone had through it, and I like the intensity, and I like how the ink comes off the paper. Now, you got an Eco ink prep Eco printer mono. Yes, I wish I'd have bought the mono. I've got the one with the 4 tanks, so I've got to put a little bit and waste the ink in the other tanks. I wish I'd have realised and got the mono, but things aren't. I know a lot of people are using the Eco stencil fluid. They say it's fine. They're using it no problem. I've seen a couple of stencils with it. I would go a couple of stencils with it. I'm not a fan. I don't think, it may just be me and what I'm using. I don't think it just brings the intensity off as the inkjet stencil stuff does, but that's hell of a lot cheaper. That's about, is it about $110 for a 4-ounce bottle? So it's hell of a lot cheaper. And there is some other ones starting to kick about now, which I've never tried. I've only ever tried the, shall we say, the original, because that was the first one, wasn't it? Inkjet stencil ink. And I've just stuck to it. I know it sucks buying it, and it breaks my heart every time I've got to buy a bottle. But I stick to it. I mean, 8 years later, I don't know what ink you're running through yours, what brand of ink you're running through yours. Cheers, I'm still using my dot matrix printer for now, but we'll like to upgrade. Like I say, if you're going to upgrade, Raymond, that's fine. Like 8 years later says, I got one with the 4 tanks in, you've got to waste a little bit in each of the other tanks, otherwise you get the warning lights on. If you're going to do that, look at the inkjet, the Eco Tank mono. It's only got 1 tank, like it says mono, black and white. That's all you need. Your ink goes further, and it's you've only got 1 tank to worry about. So that's something to look at. I know a lot of people that started rocking them, and you get, like I say, I get about 4,000 copies. My first bottle probably lasted, I'll be honest, probably lasted what, 2.5, 3 years. Did my first bottle of ink. My second one's not going to last quite as long, so I've been a lot busier. But you're probably going to maybe get 18 months, 2 years, depending on what you're doing, out of a bottle of inkjet stencil printer. So $200. It's not too bad. It just breaks you out when you've initially got to buy it. Any more questions? Any more for any more? Are we all done? Smoke says, I'm game for anything tattoo related talk. Yes, so am I, Smoke. I enjoy it. I don't like being here. Even though it did get it, shall we say, Smoke, it did get a little bit embarrassing on Sunday when I got to keep repeating myself, and somebody were getting paid for carts, making me shout out baby oil, you know what I mean? But hey, that's what it was. It's all a good laugh. It's all in good fun. We just try to help out both me and Dave. And like I say, his channel, I've left it up at the bottom on this one, which is, and his Facebook is Death Punch Inc. His Instagram is DaveInks88. He does a lot for you over on his channel. He's helped me out. He's helped me out with this and getting set up on my own channel, because if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have done it. And I appreciate you all. And like we say, so over on there on Sunday, we will have tattoo talk on Dave's channel. What's that crazy? What? I went to say, getting paid to say baby oil, Smoke. Yeah, it did feel a bit weird. Skills that pay the bills, Andy Bradley. Yeah, I know. I know, but hey, it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. We don't take chat too seriously, because unfortunately, if we did, sometimes we'd probably end up crying on camera. But we have to have a good set of people that come in, people in the chat. They're all sat out there. I mean, there's what, 12 of you sat there now. I mean, watching, jump in chat, have a laugh, whatever you want. It's friendly enough. People are there to help. We're here to help. I mean, in my eyes, there's what I would say to you. I can never see. There's never a daft question. There may be a stupid answer. There's never a daft question. If you don't know, you simply don't know. And the best way to find out is to ask. And there's enough people usually that they can either help you out, we can either help you out. Just ask the questions, just fire away. Well, laugh my ass off. Yeah, yeah. Was funny. But like I say, it was a good stream as per usual, and that probably better. Not quite as painful as today's stream, I got to admit, but I did promise you guys. It's been fun learning from you guys. Thanks a lot for all you do. Yeah, it's what we enjoy it. We enjoy it. Both me and Dave, we were talking last week. We enjoy it. It's just something that if we didn't enjoy it, we wouldn't be here. Quite simple. But we do enjoy it. And Dave's probably out there somewhere, he's either listening or he's tattooing or whatever. Or he may have even actually managed to take Boss Lady for steak and lobster, but I can't see that one, Dave, unfortunately. If you're listening or watching, I can't see that one happening until you get down to Texas. But it's been a long time coming, mate. You'll owe the Boss Lady with interest on that one. Well, guys, anything, like I said, I've just said it a number of times. Anything else? If not, I'm going to jump off. I'm going to go cry in a corner. I'm going to go crumple into a big, massive heap and stick my thumb in my mouth and suck my doddy because... And that, shut up, you. It's not your leg. No, it's all right. It's fine. But no, just you've got a couple of people coming in, haven't you, for removals. So we need to get this room shipshape, Bristol fashion, and down and out. But I appreciate you guys being here. Give the video a like, give the live a like, stick a thumbs up, subscribe, press the notification bell when we go live, and all's good. And I hope, Rob, laugh my ass off, good times. Yeah, that's what we're here for. And I hope that all the rest of you have a good day. And I guarantee it will be better than what my day's been. And we will see you Thursday night. Funny. Thanks, Andy. See you Thursday, bro. No problem, Bradley. Yeah, and like I said, we will see you Thursday night. If you've got any work, send it in. If you haven't, just tune in. We'll go through what works there, and then we'll have usual banter, questions, whatever you want to do. Raymond, yeah, cheers, Andy. Break a leg. Well, at this time, probably less painful. Smoke, cheers. Thanks, Andy and the wife. Or if she likes to be called Smoke, the real boss. You know what I mean? She does like to be called. Yeah, she says thank you, and she does like to be called the real boss. Because you know what they say. Usually behind every good bloke, there's a good woman. But don't tell her that. You know what I mean? Just like to keep her guessing. Okay, the real boss it is. Yeah, she'll love that now. She might even come on stream a few more times if they start calling the real boss Smoke, you know what I mean? But, right, guys, look, we've been on just about an hour, which is probably twice as long as I thought we're actually going to be on. And like I said, tune in Thursday night, critiques night, send your work if you want to send your work. Then after then, it'll be Sunday night over on Dave's channel at something. Tune in, go subscribe. And it'll be some sort of topic to do with tattooing, and then move on to questions, answers, anything you want to bring up. We're more than willing to answer it. So with that, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to let you have a good day. And with that, peace.